Expiration of time. Introducing on the left of the screen, coming in at 246 pounds from Memphis, Tennessee. Introducing Rick Miller. Rick Miller. His opponent coming out of Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 233 pounds. Introducing Mike Stallings. Stallings. Your referee is Jerry Calhoun. A one-fall 15-minute time limit and bell time. We're off and running. Haven't seen Mike in months, as a matter of fact. Mike was around the area and was on TV Studio Wrestling a couple of times, but haven't seen him in quite some time. As a matter of fact, here, we did see a match that Mike had with Bob Orton Jr. in Knoxville, Tennessee, and let me tell you, boy, this guy has really come along. Look at that fine move. Hooks the leg, scissors him down straight forward, moves up behind, and bars that arm back towards the back. Rick Miller. A little weight advantage. Mike taller. He moves. Side suplex. Bam! A beauty. He really rattled him down. Mike Stallings with that side suplex on Rick Miller. Miller back up around. Looking. Referee Jerry Calhoun. Single leg dive takes him over. Cross with the upper arm. Rick Miller down on the deck as Mike Stallings holding on tight to that leg. Ooh, a little hair pulling. The referee says break it up, and Stallings finds a way to break it up. We're a minute into the action in a one-fall expiration of time bout. Mike Stallings, Rick Miller pulled to the ring apron. And it is going to be a break. The referee says back up, Mike, and he gives him a good clean break. Miller back up to the center of the ring. Stallings looking for a spot to go. He hadn't really gone for a pin situation. He tried to switch in behind him there, had a nice move, but Miller swung around. But see how Stallings adjusted? Took him over and down, got a 1 count, but Miller is back up on his feet and to the center of the ring once again. Minute and a half into action as Mike Stallings, with his back to your living room, takes Rick Miller down. Nice, rolls him over. Right shoulder is up. He'll never get a count out of that. Mike goes into the leg now, seeing that he doesn't have both of them down. A little punishment outside with that toe hold. He goes. Man, he is really taking that thing outside. That will play havoc with the knee, particularly if there's any calcium deposits, which a lot of athletes have on their knees. It'll really wear you out when that toe hold is taken to the outside. Up under the ropes again. Stallings and Miller back to the center of the ring. Mike comes in. Oh, hooks it heavy on that head. Miller grabs the hair and pulls Stallings back into the ropes. It'll call for another break. And Miller at 2.5 minutes in takes a shot from Mike Stallings. Got a little irritated about the hair pulling, and he's explaining to the referee, you tell him to stay out of my hair and keep the fist open, and I'll do the same. To the center of the ring, Mike Stallings and Rick Miller in action. Mike wheels that arm up. Putting some mustard on it as he drops down with the upper arm on Rick Miller's shoulder. Miller, that left arm, a little limp right now where Stallings has been working on it. He has Miller between a rock and a hard place at 3.5 minutes into this final bout of action as Mike Stallings drops again on that arm. Rick Miller has not been able to mount any kind of offensive against Stallings. Mike, with a knee lift, puts Miller down in the center of the ring. And with a big upper arm, drops down on him. Stallings dominant through the first 4 minutes of action. Picks Miller up. Power drives him into the center of that mat. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4 minutes, 2 seconds. Mike Stallings. First appearance in quite some time on TV5 Studio Wrestling. Comes through with a 4-minute and 2-second victory over heavier Rick Miller. Miller just could not get it going. Stallings used enough speed to keep him off balance and continually was able to reverse whatever problems he had with him. And coming out, the victor in there is Mike Stallings.